Guys, what did we just see out there on the field take place tonight? All I'm going to tell you is this. We got to see 2 out of the 4 remaining teams that's undefeated in the SIAC football conference that are still undefeated in conference play. We have Fort Valley versus Benedict College in this game tonight, in which we're looking to see if Fort Valley was ready to take that next step to show everybody that they are ready to get out here and compete on the big stage against any opponent that's looking to step up and meet them in between them white lines, let them know, hey, look, y'all got to come get this work. And we're looking to get up out there with this W. We're going to talk about exactly what we thought about this game right after this. Your favorite coach back at it again, 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, share these videos, and tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to get on in this thing, because I'm there like, Coach, what you got going on? What's your mindset on this game? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Can't tell you no tale. Coach Shinsbury over at Benedict College got their offense as well as their defense out there running on all cylinders. You got Aeneas Dennis, who was out there balling out of his mind in this game, able to continue to keep moving the Benedict College offense up and down the field, putting points on the board. Looking at some of the formations that they had out there in this game, I mean, it kind of had Fort Valley a little discombobulated as far as what they were looking at out there on the field and exactly how they could defend it, which in some instances allowed them to get easy scores. But I got to, with that being said, you got to give Fort Valley their props as well, because they were able to stop Benedict College on the goal line. Hart for Fort Valley was able to make 2 stops on that goal line, keeping Benedict College from punching that ball into the end zone for 6 points. Now, I'm be honest with you. Fort Valley, they came out in the beginning. They drove the ball down the field. Looking at Coach Berry trying to get his team, get their minds right as far as the business at hand. Because remember, this was a business meeting. They didn't need to come in there and get the fumbling around, playing kind of like how they played last week, where, you got to give Miles College their props. They came in there letting everybody know, hey, listen, we can come in here and play with you. Don't think that we can't come in here and get this work because, you out here doing your thing on the field and you've been putting that pressure to everybody. Again, number 0 for Benedict College, Jerron Kilpatrick, defensive back. That young man will come down here and knock your block off. He don't have no problem with making sure that he finds a way to shut down the run game. Not only that, that young man was so smooth with it, being in the right place at the right time. He caught himself an interception for a pick 6 tonight. So you already know these young men understand their assignments. They understand what they need to do out there on the field based on how they, based on the different formations that they're putting that's before them on the offense. They understand their assignments. They understand what needs to be done, and they go ahead and take care of business. Fort Valley, I can't tell you no tale. A couple of instances out there, they got a little too cute as far as what was going on with the play calling. I want to call it the Statue of Liberty, where the flea flicker or whatever it was that they were trying to run. They almost lost the ball for a second time, which I'm like, guys, keep it simple. Just go ahead and just keep running your offense, doing what you need to do. The only problem with that was I kind of wonder if they weren't able to get that play off, would the quarterback be able to throw the ball down the field, because he looked a little like he might have been dinged up a little bit. Durham didn't look like his sharp self as far as we're trying to throw that ball. I'm trying to remember if it was his left or his right ankle. Left or his right ankle looked to be a little tender as far as when he was walking off the field. Benedict College did not take their foot off the gas tonight as far as they wanted to make sure that they had every opportunity to continue to keep putting points on the board. They had the defense had multiple opportunities to get interceptions. Number 1 for Benedict College, he had several opportunities to catch passes that was thrown his way that he dropped that would have been turnovers for Fort Valley State University, giving Benedict College more opportunities to put points on the board. Not only that, but like I said before, number 0, he was able to get him one for a house call, 82 yards. You had number 0, Jerron Kilpatrick, defensive back. Like I said, this young man is a monster out there on that field. Fort Valley, like I said, they have some pieces out there on the field as well that can get out there and play with most teams. But tonight, the focus on the task at hand as far as the details of things that they need to do, it just seemed that once Coach Berry, the coaching staff, started opening up that playbook, it kind of got them a little discombobulated as far as what was going on. But I will give the head coach for Fort Valley, I got to give him his flowers, because it takes a lot for a coach to go in at halftime to give those speeches, to, you know, uplift the athletes, to let them know, hey, listen, guys, we're not out of this. We're not out of this. Let's get out there, continue to keep competing and fighting in the manner which we've done all season for us to climb back into this game. Coach Gibbs, I got to salute you on that, because definitely you was in there trying to will your team back into this. But it just seemed like, you know, some of the athletes, you know, they were out there, you know, it seemed like it was almost too much for them in certain instances as far as what they were looking to do out on the field today. Not saying that you didn't have them prepared, but it just seemed like some of them, it might have overwhelmed them just a little bit, because, again, Benedict College, they were throwing different wrinkles at the team. I mean, when you came back out at halftime, Benedict College got the ball, drove it down the field, put 6 points on the board. So now that lead is extended from, I believe, was it 27 to 6 at half? It went to 34-6. Fort Valley State had opportunities to put points on the board. They just were not able to cash in on those points. Either there was a fumble or just something catastrophic happened out there on the field that kept them from putting additional points on the board. And you can't have that against an established team as Benedict College. You got to make sure that everybody's paying attention to all of the details, understanding the assignments that everybody must, you know, they must fulfill out there on the field, making sure they do the things that they need to do that's going to continue to keep progressing the team to move forward, to keep moving them chains, move the ball down the field, put points on the board. Just be smart, playing smart football in a game so that they're able to put them points on the board and keep themselves close in the game. This game, like I said, got out of hand in the first half, which, as I stated previously, Benedict College went up 27-0. Excuse me, they put 27 unanswered on the board. But like I stated before, a lot of the sloppy play that went on in the beginning of the game, you had Coach Berry getting in the athletes behind, making sure they understood that, you know, hey, we're not gonna have this today. You're gonna get it together and make sure we take care of business like we're supposed to, and not end up in a dogfight, kind of like what they did in the Miles College game. I did state about Durham as far as with his ankle. I think there might be something going on with that. Matter of fact, I put a tweet out during the game saying they may, you know, Fort Valley, Coach Gibbs may want to change out Durham because Durham is not looking like himself. But Coach Gibbs went ahead, gave the young man, you know, gave him the keys to the car, say, hey, listen, you're going to fight through this. So I salute Fort Valley for believing in that young man, helping him understand you got to go ahead and do the things necessary to get the team back into contention to possibly win the game. But Kentrell Williams, number 0, look, that young man was out there trying. He believed in the message that Coach Gibbs gave at halftime, in which he was trying to help the team get out there and fight. But, you know, like I said, when Durham threw that interception, giving Benedict College the ball back, that seemed like it seemed like it was just downhill from there. Israel Rose, like I said, that young man scored that touchdown where he put them up 48-6. I said, you know what, this is just about it right here. But the one that really got me was the Billy Pierce touchdown pass that he caught wide open. And I mean, when I say this young man was wide open, it seemed like the formation that Benedict College was in, where they had the 3 receivers with the tight end, if I'm not mistaken, on one side. No one understood who they needed to cover. Plus, you had to account for the running back in the backfield. So you got five offensive players over there that you have to account for, and no one was really in position to make sure that they did what needed to be done to keep them from scoring that touchdown. So those are the type of things that I'm talking about as far as with making sure you understand what your assignments are out there on the field. And tonight was one of them nights where Fort Valley just got caught with their pants down, you know, in this game. But who is that? Brandon Marshall for Fort Valley as well, number 6. I like the fact that I believe, and I stated before, this young man came out there wanting to continue to keep getting after it, as far as we're trying to, do what he need to do to get the team to keep moving forward so they can try to get more points on the board to at least try to climb back in this game. But as I stated previously, number 0 for Benedict, Jerron Kilpatrick, that young man there is a monster. And you got the Malik Harp for Fort Valley. That young man is a monster as well on defense. Listen, the SIAC is playing some defense out there. You guys better pay close attention to what's going on. Salute these young men for their hard efforts and what they were able to do out there on the field tonight and every other Saturday that we get to watch them play. But I'll say this. This was one heck of a game. I did expect this game to be a lot closer than what it was. Unfortunately, tonight just was not Fort Valley's night. But again, Fort Valley got an opportunity to try, and get them a little get back playing against Albany State. And who they play? They play Albany State in the Fountain City Classic, the last game of the season. And you got Miles College playing against Tuskegee at the end of the season. See who's going to end up playing, possibly Benedict or Albany State in the SIAC championship. Remember, Albany State and Benedict will play in the coming weeks. So that's going to be something, to watch. Y'all strap on in, get ready, see what's going on. For the game tonight, you had 3 teams left undefeated in conference play. Albany State, Benedict College, and Fort Valley. But now, guess what? We're down to 2. Those last 2 teams will play each other in the coming weeks. Albany State versus Benedict College. So we're going to see how all of this is going to go. Will Benedict College go ahead and run through the SIAC the remainder of the season undefeated? Guys, sit back and watch, see how this goes. You're going to see Tuskegee and Miles College play last game of the season. I think that game is going to be the one that's going to tell who's going to play in the SIAC championship on that side of the coin. And then we got to wait and see how everything goes between Albany State, Benedict, and you got Albany State playing Fort Valley at the end of the season in the Fountain City Classic. So like I said, we got a lot of great football left for the coming weeks. But guys, Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this. Congratulations to Coach Berry and the Benedict College Tigers football program on a great win tonight. Until next time, be the one and lead.